Imagine a ship that could appear from nowhere, strike with lightning speed, and vanish just as quickly. This wasn't science fiction. For 9th century Europe, this was a terrifying reality. The vessel responsible, the Viking Longship, it was far more than just a boat. It was an engineering marvel that fundamentally changed naval warfare, a true game changer that left a permanent mark on history. Today, we're redissecting how this unassuming vessel shattered traditional maritime strategies and became a symbol of both terror and innovation. Forget what you might picture when you think of ancient naval battles, clumsy, oar-powered galleys ramming each other in open water. The Vikings played an entirely different game, and their longship was the key. So, what made it so special? It all comes down to a revolutionary design philosophy. Form meets function for total dominance. First, let's talk about its most brilliant feature. The shallow draft. The hull of a longship sat very high in the water, meaning it didn't need deep harbors. While other navies were confined to the coastline and major ports, Viking longships could sail right up shallow rivers, deep into the heart of kingdoms like France and England. They could land on almost any beach, making entire coastlines vulnerable. This wasn't just a ship, it was an oasis, passed to the unguarded back doors of Europe. Imagine the shock of a monastery miles inland, suddenly finding itself under attack from the sea. That was the deep impact of the shallow draft. But it wasn't just about where they could go. It was about how fast they got there. The longship was incredibly long, narrow, and streamlined. This design cut through the water with minimal resistance, combined with a large, square sail for open water, and banks of oars for bursts of speed or navigating rivers. The longship was astonishingly quick and agile. It could outrun and outmaneuver virtually any other vessel of its time. This speed wasn't just for travel. It was a tactical weapon. Vikings could close the distance on a target before an alarm could be properly raised, and escape before any meaningful resistance could be organized. They were ghosts on the water, appearing and disappearing at will. This combination of features made the longship incredibly versatile. The same vessel used for a terrifying coastal raid on Monday could be used for peaceful trade on Tuesday and a long-distance exploration voyage to Iceland or Greenland on Wednesday. It was a troop transport, a cargo hauler, and a warship all rolled into one sleek, wooden package. This adaptability meant the Vikings weren't just a one-trick pony. Their naval power could be projected in whatever form they chose: conquest, commerce, or colonization. With this incredible tool at their disposal, the Vikings completely shattered the rules of conventional warfare. Their primary strategy became the hit-and-run tactic. They wouldn't engage in pitched naval battles unless they had to. Why would they? It was far more effective to use their speed and shallow draft to launch swift, unexpected attacks on undefended or lightly defended targets. They would strike a coastal town or monastery, plunder its wealth, and be gone before the local lord could even muster his soldiers. This left defenders in a constant state of anxiety, scrambling to protect hundreds of miles of coastline and rivers. It was an unwinnable situation for them. The longship also perfected the art of the amphibious assault. Vikings didn't just fight at sea. The longship's main purpose was to deliver warriors to the land. They could land a fighting force directly onto a beach, bypassing fortified harbors entirely. These warriors could then march inland, fight, and retreat to the ships, which served as a mobile base and a guaranteed escape route. This seamless coordination between land and sea forces was a revolutionary concept at the time, allowing them to project power deep into enemy territory with a level of flexibility their rivals could only dream of. Beyond the physical destruction, the psychological impact was immense. The sight of a dragon-headed prow emerging from the morning mist became a symbol of impending doom. The longships seemed unstoppable, their crews like specters from the sea. This inflicted a deep-seated fear and demoralization across entire populations. The constant threat wore down morale, disrupted trade, and forced rulers to pay massive tributes, known as Danagild, just to be left alone. The longship wasn't just a weapon of war, it was a weapon of terror. But the legacy of the longship goes far beyond raiding. This very same vessel was the engine of Viking expansion and settlement. It carried explorers to Iceland, Greenland, and even North America. Centuries before Columbus, it transported settlers who established powerful new states in Normandy, England, and Russia. It became a vital tool for a vast trading network that stretched from Constantinople to the North Atlantic. The Longship built an age, not just destroyed it. Its influence also subtly shaped the future of shipbuilding. While the classic longship design eventually faded, its core principles the emphasis on a strong keel, the clinker-built hull for flexibility, and the combination of sail and or powlind, the development of later European ships, like the cog, which would dominate medieval trade. The longship's DNA is woven into the very fabric of maritime history. Even today, we can see modern echoes of the longship's strategic philosophy. The idea of rapid deployment forces, using fast and versatile naval assets to project power quickly and unexpectedly onto foreign shores, is a direct descendant of the Viking way of war. The focus on speed, surprise, and amphibious capability remains a cornerstone of modern naval doctrine. So, the Viking longship was more than a boat. It was the ultimate disruptive technology of its age. It rendered existing defenses obsolete, rewrote the rules of warfare, and enabled an unprecedented era of expansion and exploration. It's fascinating to ponder what European history might have looked like without this single revolutionary naval innovation. Would England be the same? Would Russia have formed as it did? The questions are endless. What other ancient technologies do you think were truly revolutionary and changed the world? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into history's game changers, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.